Hi everyone, welcome to today's webinar with Albatross. Today we'll talk about lead generation. We'll show you how you can work with our lead generation tool. And our lead generation expert, a customer success manager, and my colleague, Michael, will show you how it works. Right, Michael?
Hi guys. Yep, we're going to have an in-depth look of all the ins and outs with the tool. It should be interesting and fun.
Yeah. Okay. Nice. So yeah, we're just waiting 2 more minutes here before everyone will join. Basically, the webinar will go live at 2 o'clock. So I hope that all of you can wait for just 2 more minutes, and then we are going live with this webinar.
Yep. Absolutely.
Okay. So we have 44 attendees right now, and we are actually estimating to be around 60 to 17. In this webinar, yeah, this is our first webinar about lead generation.
First webinar about lead generation. We had an account-based marketing webinar yesterday.
Yeah,
went really well.
Yeah, I think so.
We got a lot of good feedback.
Yeah.
So yeah, today should be fun. It's a completely different topic. So those of you that attended yesterday, we're not going to cover the same things at all.
No. So yeah, just waiting 1 more minute. Actually, 48 attendees right now, so very promising, very promising.
49, 50.
49,
50.
Oh, 50, we just reached 50. Okay, that's really nice, that's really nice. So I think it's time. It's 2 o'clock. We are 52 attendees. More people are coming, but we can't wait forever. We are very excited for this webinar, so we will now kickstart it basically. So I'm the host. I'm Victor, co-founder Albatross. We've been around for almost 4 years. We're providing a free lead generation tool for all companies globally, basically. And also doing an account-based marketing solution within that tool. Today, we'll only focus on our lead generation tool, and we'll show you how it works, basically. I'm joined by Michael Magnusson today. He is our customer success manager, working with all of our clients, right?
Absolutely.
Can you please tell the people something about you?
Interesting about myself.
Yeah.
It's like I'm back in school. Well, I spent the last 8 years in Silicon Valley working with small and medium-sized businesses, helping them with their marketing and succeed in a very tumultuous landscape, if you may. There's a ton of businesses there.
Yeah.
So absolutely they needed help. And then after a little while, me and my wife had a kid. We moved back to Stockholm. I stumbled across Victor and Albatross, and the rest is history.
Not yet, but soon.
So what about you, Victor? Tell us a little bit about yourself.
I have a background in marketing. Been working with marketing for 5 or 6 years.
Okay.
Started Albatross 4 years ago with my partner and co-founder, the other Victor.
The other Victor. Yeah.
So yeah, the mission is basically to change how lead generation and marketing is done for B2B companies globally, and we want to democratize how you can work with lead generation, and that's why we have this beautiful lead generation tool, totally free to use for everyone.
Totally free, yeah. That's a mind blower.
It is. I hope so.
Perfect. So today's agenda.
Yeah, you have prepared an agenda with things that you want to go through today. So let's get started, Michael.
Yeah. So this is today's agenda. We're going to have a look at the lead generation tool or the website tracking tool. We're also going to look at the filtering options that are available.
Okay.
We're going to have a look at some enriched company profiles for more information.
That's nice.
We're going to have a little bit of best practices and practical advice, along with common mistakes that people do.
Okay.
And then we'll finish it off with a Q&A at the end.
That's perfect. So, okay, everyone, if you have any question during this webinar, please wait with them, and we'll take them up all in the Q&A. Of course, if there's some urgent question, just write it in the chat.
If your fingers are itching and you want to get that question out there, absolutely go for it.
Yeah. Okay, so Michael, please get started with the demo.
Absolutely.
I'm excited.
So this screen right here, give it 1 second. There we go. We're going to log into the albacross.com account. And from there, we're going to have a look at the lead generation tool. Now, for those that do not have an account just yet, it's Victor mentioned it. It's free of charge. So it's just a matter of signing up and installing a very small little snippet of code. These are current visitors on albacross.com. We have a lot of information just from the screen we're looking at right now. I think I'm actually going to stop the camera. What do you think? So that people can focus on the screen?
Sure. I think that's a good idea.
1 second here. There we go.
So perfect.
And we go large. Perfect. So the information that we see in front of us right now is a lot more than just company names and where they're from. Wouldn't you agree, Victor?
Yeah, it's a lot of information on one screen. It says last visit just now, so they're live in the platform on our website right now.
Yes, they are.
That's cool.
Yeah, and later on we're actually going to see exactly where they are.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Michael, can you please tell me and the people looking here what is it about? I mean, activity name, last visit, duration, visitors, sources, everything. What are the fields?
There's a lot of different data points, but I mean, if we start from the get-go, the first column in this matrix, activity, it measures the level of activity that they have on your website, time spent, how much movement, stuff like that. So obviously, the more activity, the more interested they are.
So it's like an algorithm or something like that?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, cool.
Later on, we get the self-explanatory part where the country is registered, the name of the company, as you pointed out, Victor, when they were on my page or if they're on there just now.
Okay.
How much time they've spent on my page in total during the last 30 days.
Okay, 42 hours.
Yep. So the duration obviously gives us a lot of hints on who is interested and who is not. Number of unique visitors. Now, Victor, visitors, is that total visitors or unique visitors?
That's unique visitors, or as I usually say, decision makers. But it depends. To be honest, it's cookie related. So we can't say that it's 17 different guys or girls. But yeah.
No, so if I go onto a website in Chrome and then Firefox, I'm two different people.
Okay, yeah, that's true. That's
perfect. True. Sources, that's one of my favorites.
My favorite too.
It tells us where the traffic is coming from. It has a few different channels that we do track. O stands for other. Yeah. That's the big one usually. It's email signatures, newsletters, and some of the smaller venues combined. D is for direct. They actually know your URL and typed it into the box. If that's not a hot lead, I don't know what is. S, they found you through a search engine.
That's very promising. I know a lot of people are working with AdWords and other
SEO and all that stuff.
Yeah. So if you can sort out the traffic based on search, I mean, you get the leads coming through your AdWords. So yeah.
Perfect. There's an F for Facebook, an L for LinkedIn.
Yeah, here we have the Facebook one for Albacross, for example, and we probably have some LinkedIn here also. Not on this screen.
Not on this screen.
Well, anyway. You have tags here. What's that?
Tags is something that I like to work with a lot. As you see, a few of the visitors I have already tagged.
Yeah.
I get to tag a visitor or a company based on exactly who they are.
Okay.
I can work with these tags, or I can create my own tags. This way, I can assign them to salespeople. Say if I have a tag for Victor, a tag for Marcus, and later on, we'll also look at how we set up automated email reports based on these tags.
That's nice. Can you hold on for a second, Michael? I just got a question here from Julia.
Okay.
Julia, what is the difference between other and search?
Well, search is the results from a search engine, like Google or Bing or which other ones do we have? Yahoo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And other then?
Other is a collection of smaller venues, as well as email signatures and newsletters, stuff like that.
Okay, cool. Thank you, Michael. Let's continue.
Perfect. Now, after I've tagged my my clients, I can use that last button on the screen that we see, Add, which links into our account-based marketing platform. Now, that's not the topic of today's webinar, but know that good old-fashioned remarketing is totally doable.
Yeah, that's nice. Nice to know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what's next here? We have a lot of data on different companies. Can I filter them out or something? Because as you see, I have a lot of traffic on my page here. What can I do?
Well, we can use the filters that are right here on the left-hand side.
Okay.
I can filter these companies based on revenue. Say that I only want to see the leads that actually have a little bit of bank in their pocket.
Okay.
I can filter per the number of employees at any given company. Further, I can filter by country. I mean, we're an international company, so we probably care about most, but a lot of companies out there just deal with their own nation, so to speak.
So I want to see the companies coming from Sweden. Can I do that?
Sure, absolutely. We'll add a filter here, and it will load.
Okay.
So there we go. Those are companies with 200 or more employees in Sweden that are either on my page right now or have been in the last 30 days.
Oh, that's nice.
Yep.
So what else can I do here?
Well, here is actually a really useful section, domain and pages. Here I can, if I add them, filter between different domains.
Okay.
Like we have our albacross.com website, very informative, but we also have our app.
Yeah.
So it could be useful to filter out one of the two. If I want to see what our clients are doing, I'll look at the app. And if I want to see what our potential clients are doing, I'll look at the website.
Cool. So what's the difference then between domains and pages? Because you have pages here also, right?
Yes. Pages is subpages on my domain. Say that I am more interested in seeing the visitors to my pricing page versus the visitor to my careers page, depending on my purpose.
Okay.
I can add those subpages by clicking that little pen right there. And that way I can later on filter so that I include all traffic from pricing and exclude everything from careers.
Yeah, okay, that's very valuable. We will explain how that works later on so that we can
Absolutely, we're going to make one of these filters in a second. So below that, we have the tags. Those are the same tags that we use in the last column of the matrix. I can filter based on the tags. So if I now have tags assigned to different salespeople, Victor logs in here in the morning and he'll select his tag. He'll see only his leads.
Nice. I'm happy. Okay, Michael, 1 second. We have another question from Julia here again.
Yes.
I noticed that in the Excel file, which I export from the site, I'm not able to filter out sources. Will that feature appear in the future? That would be nice. Good customer feedback.
Very good customer feedback.
So, Julia, what you could do, you could actually create a filter with the different sources and then only export the data in that filter. That's what you can do today, but we will add that feature later on in the future for sure.
Perfect. Yeah. No, feedback is always welcome. Now, moving on, or more questions?
Okay, one more question.
One
from
more
Ivan.
question.
I know that Ivan was here yesterday also.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
That's why we will answer this one, Ivan. Okay. So how do you create custom tags then?
Custom tags, simple as clicking the pen by the tag section. In there, I assign a color and I name the tag. Very simple. I can also delete the ones that are pre-made if I want to.
Okay, nice. Okay, Michael, let's show them the last part here with the sources.
Yes, absolutely. So we can also filter by the sources. If I am only interested in those that came to my website through a search engine, for instance, click search and I get only those.
This is my favorite one. I read yesterday that 92% of all buying processes online for B2B starts with a search nowadays. So I mean, if I can filter out like you have done here, Michael, the companies with more than 200 employees from my area, Sweden, that comes through search. And then I can click on this activity button, right?
And sort them.
Sort them based on activity. Oh, this is a very nice leads list.
Absolutely. And export this into an Excel sheet, and you can work your magic after that.
Yeah, okay.
Perfect. I agree with you, Victor, that the sources is a very important tag, but I personally always push for direct. These are companies that know my URL enough to actually type it in.
Yeah.
If that doesn't tell me that they have brand awareness, I don't know what does.
Yeah, but Michael, you only want the best leads. That's
why. Exactly. Only the best leads for me. Now, all of these filters that I do, the question might be if this disappears when I refresh. What I can do is simply go down to the bottom of the screen here and create a new filter based on what I've put in. This allows me to include and exclude pages, domains, tags, all that sort of stuff. So with the settings I have right now, employees 200 or more in Sweden, that have a source of you wanted search, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do search. So this would be Victor.
Victor search leads.
Victor search. If I can spell.
I hope so.
Search leads. I saved this filter. Now, what happens is two things, really. What I get is a list of my saved filters. So next time I log in, I just find the one that I just made.
Oh, you have a lot of filters, Michael.
Yes, we do. Could you tell that we use this tool a lot?
Yeah, we do, I guess.
So I select Victor search leads, and I get that same list that we just looked at.
Oh.
So I don't have to go through the trouble of filtering again.
That's nice.
What I can do more, and this is a little pro tip, I go up to my profile up here, and I arrange for an email report.
Oh, so this one is for the sales reps, right?
This is for the sales reps, exactly. So I create a report up here. I select my filter, which was Victor's search leads. I send that over to victor@albacross.com, and I want Victor to get that once a week.
Once a week, so it will be a fight Monday morning if you send this out to all the sales reps.
Yes, exactly. So that's not only reserved for sales reps. Of course, if you are interested in seeing all leads, you'll get that.
Yeah.
New leads, it's never ending. You can have however many. We have many email reports going out.
Yeah. So Michael, I'm a bit curious, like what data can I get from the companies visiting my website? I mean, I want to act on the data. So can you please show that and explain that for me?
Absolutely. So we're jumping over to the next step of our agenda, which is the enriched company profiles.
Okay.
Yeah. If I select the company, let's go for ourselves. How about that? I get even more info. I get an at a glance, which is a summary about the company, some key estimated statistics, and a page analysis. Page analysis is one of my personal favorites.
Okay.
If I now, for instance, am selling campaigns, that's my job for a minute. I look at the page analysis here, and I see that Albacross Nordic spends 32% of their time on my campaigns part.
Oh.
Yeah. Shouldn't that be a good lead to actually pick up the phone and call?
I think so.
Yep. Below that, we have actionable information provided on employees. I can actually click on this LinkedIn little button here and end up on their profiles as well.
Oh, that's nice.
I get a little map, which is always fun, and a summary of the last 30 days. What has happened between this company and my website?
So sources.
How they typically get to my page, how many people and what they do, as well as actions that they take during their stay on my website.
But I want to know what I've done on the website.
Lucky for you, Victor, we have a visitor log. Day by day, for the last 30 days, I can actually backtrack and see exactly which nine visitors were on the page in the form of A, B, C, and what they did. So when I look at this, visitor A came in, spent about a minute altogether, left. Came back later, had a lot of action. So obviously, once my sales division picks up the phone and starts calling these people, the trick is to get to visitor A.
Yeah, that's true. So we save the cookie, and then when visitor A come back, we know that it's that person, but we can't tell them who they are.
Yeah, exactly.
And by the way, Michael, we just got a question here from Joanne. Can I upload my customer email and follow what they have done on my page?
No.
I mean,
short answer.
It's a lot of restrictions thanks to GDPR.
GDPR is a big one these days.
So we are not developing that feature right now, but it's maybe something that we will look into in the future.
Absolutely, we'll add it as a feature request for our developers to have a look at.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay, so Michael, what's next here?
What's next is the next point of the agenda, really. But before we do that, I want to show you guys a little pro tip.
Okay.
Yeah, especially something that a lot of our customers who are agencies take advantage of.
Okay.
And that is, I click it. I think there we go. It's just lagging a little bit. You see how many companies I am a part of right here? What I can do is click this little button down here, join another company. If I do, I get to put in the company name and the company website. I create a profile for a different company, which is my client. I'll have administrative access to that company, and I can also invite them into their own company as well.
Oh.
So in other words, you can use Albacross for your clients and not only yourself.
That's very nice if I'm an agency or a partner working with a lot of clients, right?
Absolutely. So moving back, what we can do with this, and you kind of already covered that, Victor, is we can export this data into an Excel sheet for those of you that prefer to work with numbers or share the information with your sales team, for instance.
Okay.
Questions?
So just before you are moving over to the Q&A, because I guess that's what's coming next, right?
A little bit, yes.
Okay, cool. So I have a question as a founder point of view. Been working a lot with Albacross.
This sounds scary.
Yeah, but when you talked about the export data function, we are actually looking to build integrations with CRM tools, marketing automation tools, email marketing tools, so that you can do things that Joanne wanted here and so on. Export the data and feed it in directly to other tools and act on the data. We're also looking into enriching the profiles more with like email addresses and phone numbers and things like that. So I have a question to the audience here. Would you be actually? Yeah, we would work with Zapier also, of course, Carlos. Of course, Zapier is so awesome. I'm just wondering if we would launch such a service. Would some of you guys would you pay for it?
Ooh, it's like a poll.
Yeah, I'm just questioning it. Would you pay for integrations, more actionable data, email addresses, phone numbers, all that together as one tool?
Very good question.
And of course, Zapier included in that.
Yeah.
Dejan, sure. Sonia, interesting. Odd, interesting. Yes. Okay.
Yes. I think we have our answer.
So, yes. Okay. Okay. What integrations would you like? Except Zapier, because that's no-brainer. We love Zapier. We all love Zapier. Mailchimp, Pipedrive, of course. A lot of small, medium enterprises are working with both Pipedrive and Mailchimp. Intercom, HubSpot, Pyramid. Okay, that's a good one. HubSpot, that's a very good one. Active Campaign. Oh, that's another tool. Intercom. Okay. UpViral. Oh, Michelle, what's UpViral? SAP. Yeah, that's a good one.
There's a lot of good suggestions here.
So there are some email marketing tools, some marketing automation tools, some CRM tools. ConvertFox, another tool. Okay, so next question. If you would pay for it, what would you pay monthly for such a service? This is just an open question, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So, okay. Hanu, what would you pay for it? Or Jessica or Joanne? Carlos, what would you pay for it? Okay, still waiting for a question here. Mm-hmm. So, a monthly subscription fee, what would it be worth? I need to talk with my finance director. Okay, that's a good one, Sonia. 20 USD? Yes or no? 20 USD a month.
I would.
For such a service.
I would.
Yeah. More? 40? Can we double it?
Can we double it? We'll see.
Odd. Would you pay 40? Sonia, would you pay 40? Hanu, would you pay 40? Let's not go crazy. Okay. Okay, we'll continue. We will continue. Thanks a lot for your feedback with all the integrations. We are looking into it the coming month, and we will just continue building integrations with Zapier, with Marketo, with HubSpot, with Mailchimp, with Pipedrive, all of them.
All of them.
We'll go crazy about it. Okay, so Michael.
Yeah.
Let's continue with the Q&A.
Yeah, absolutely. Q&A, folks. Any questions?
Okay, Michael, put on the camera.
Camera is coming along. Perfect. There we are.
So we have a first question here from Michelle. I want to tackle this once. It's so important. It's about GDPR.
Okay. Take it away.
Yeah. Okay. So GDPR, it's all about persons, private data. We only connect all of our data to companies, right? So we're not collecting any private data, no email addresses, anything like that when we are tracking companies. What we will do is we will update our cookie policy, like a lot of companies will, and we will also send out a data process agreement, a DPA.
The DPA.
Like a lot of companies, like all the marketing automation tools and the CRM tools, etc., will do. But again and again, we only track companies. We only track the IP addresses related to a specific company.
Yeah. No individual data.
No individual data. And when we show LinkedIn profiles within a company profile, it's not actually a person that have been on the websites. It's just contact information to that company.
For an employee. Exactly.
Yeah. So I think we can go further here with more questions. So a question from Martin here. Why is it only lasts for 30 days?
That's the limit we have for data at the moment.
Yeah,
I think that is something that is included in the question that Victor asked earlier. It's what if we were to extend that data?
Yeah, I'm sure we'll extend it actually.
In the meantime, a pro tip would be to export the data at least every 30 days so that you have it, and possibly even take it a step further and rework it and import it into your CRM.
Yeah. Okay, so we have some more questions here.
Fun.
Julia, I have a question. We have our website in different languages, and initially I created 2 accounts. They included different website addresses based on language.
Okay.
Okay. Julia, can you please explain that a bit more? Can I merge companies from my Albatross account with those from another account? No, I don't think so.
No.
I'm sorry, Julia. For you, what is the best approach to tell prospect we know that they are visiting our website? That's a good one. I like your question.
That is a good one. Yeah,
that's a very good one.
What would you answer?
I mean, I've been working with the tool for almost 4 years. I've been doing different approaches, but usually I go with the ones like. I mean, I know that they have some interest, so I guess that they know everything about the company. So I'm more like, hey, my name is Victor. I'm come from Albatross. We work with, account-based marketing. I guess you know about us. I would just love to come out and explain what we can do for you and show you some cases on other things were done with other companies. Would we be available tomorrow or next week or something?
So in other words, you go into that sales call with confidence that they already know you.
Yeah, I think that's good. That's good.
Absolutely, and it's what I would recommend too.
Yeah,
I get this question a lot when I do one-on-one demos, and it's often that I get the question, and the question is to approach the sales call in a different way. I wouldn't necessarily recommend saying that, hey, John, I see you were on my page last week. What can I help you with?
Feature for request, negative filter for tags. Okay. Do we have negative filter for tags?
Not in the filtering view, but if you go into a saved filter, I believe you can exclude one.
Yeah. To be GDPR compliant, you should offer a removal block feature for an email. Will you? We will do that. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that. The easiest way to track multiple websites.
Join another company like we looked on, and from that view, you get very easy access to multiple profiles.
Yeah, or you can just create two different domain filters, right?
But in that case, they're all combined in one profile.
Yeah.
So you would have to take the extra step and filter that when you actually examine the results.
Yeah, that's true. How can I make sure that Albatross identifies my AdWords campaigns? I mean, the AdWords comes through search, so I think that's a very, very, very easy one. Though Google, for like a couple of years ago, they showed us which keywords you had searched on Amazon.
Okay.
They don't share that data anymore.
They took it away.
Yeah. So before we finish this first lead generation webinar provided by Albatross, do any of you have any further questions or any question that you want to ask me or my awesome colleague Michael here?
Lisa, I didn't really get how you mean with tags and how it works. You know what, Lisa? Shoot me an email at campaign@albatross.com, and I will set up a session to go over that with you, or I can just explain it in an email, whatever is easier for you.
What is the big mistake you mentioned, Michael?
What is the big mistake you mentioned? What was the big mistake I mentioned?
I can't remember.
Maybe to not evaluate the sources of the traffic.
Yeah, could be.
That could be one. Another big mistake could be
to not work with the filters.
Yeah, exactly. And add the sub pages.
Yeah. Are you going to cover the add a campaign section? So I don't think we will today. Actually, we are 100% focused on lead generation today, Johnny. But if you would be interested to know more about that section, we will send out a follow-up on this webinar where you can book a demo with Michael here, and he can go through our account-based marketing solution also.
Absolutely.
Okay, so Michael, I know what they are asking about now. Benjamin here, as Benjamin said, in the webinar again, this says common mistakes that users make, potentially costing them dozens of customers.
Okay, I got it. That's my bad. I reworked that wording into good to knows or good things to consider. What many people forget to do is to evaluate the source. Absolutely. Work a lot with tags so that you can set up these email reports and actually make your leads actionable. Another common mistake that people do is to not add subpages to their profiles.
Yeah.
There's a lot of our clients that have only tracking for the page in general, but are not able to filter out based on that very, very important page pricing, for instance. So that's really what the common mistakes are.
Yeah, I totally agree with you, Michael. I usually uses Albatross as some kind of e-commerce tool where you can, create different filters. for different steps. So if they are at pricing, you know that they are interested. If you're on pricing combined with contact, you know that, oh, this is a very, very interested company.
Absolutely.
Yeah, nice. So is there a way to find leads older than 30 days? Not today, but we will. We are actually building it right now, so it will come sooner or later, Carlos.
Fun. And as I said too, if you export the data periodically, you'll have the data as well.
Yeah. So once we're done with this webinar, I would recommend all of you to go in and create a filter. If you don't have a filter, create your first filters. Then later on, when you have created that filter, make sure it comes as an email report, not only to you, to your colleagues, to your partners, to your sales reps, to your marketing. Yeah. And I mean, if you haven't signed up yet, what should they do?
If they haven't signed up yet, albacross.com, click that little button called sign up.
Yeah.
No credit card required at all, unless you actually plan on running a campaign. There will be no cost.
That's nice. Oh, Julia, thanks for the webinar. You are so responsive. Michael, you are very responsive today.
Oh, thank you, Julia. I try.
Okay.
I think Julia is my new favorite webinar attendee.
Yeah, I mean, it was Ivan yesterday, but he joined here today also.
Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, thank you, everyone. We are actually done for today. If anyone, we can take one more question. But
one more question.
It will be a quick one. If not, we are actually done for today with our first ever lead generation webinar.
Yeah.
I was the host. I am the co-founder of Albatross. This was my speaker today. I'm very glad you joined, Michael.
Yes, absolutely. I wouldn't miss the opportunity.
I think we will actually continue with webinars like this.
Absolutely.
We'll send out invitation to an account-based marketing webinar for next week. If any of you guys would be interested to know how you can work with lead generation and also with account-based marketing within the same platform. Okay. Nice.
Perfect.
So we are done. Have a nice day, everyone. Take care and continue work with lead generation. I'm sure it will grow your business a lot.
Absolutely. And if you get a chance, check out the campaigns and join us for our next webinar.
Okay. Have a great day. Bye.
Bye, guys.